Why you prefer your Springboks, man? Call your game. You guys gonna win?
Yeah, they're gonna win. They're gonna beat England. But I'm worried that I'm worried if they play New Zealand because New Zealand just got their number.
All right.
New Zealand knows how to beat them.
New Zealand's like Team USA.
Yeah, they just know how to win.
All right, all right.
New Zealand knows how to win, and I don't think Argentina stands a fucking chance in hell against New Zealand. So I think it's going to be South Africa, New Zealand in the finals.
Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah, yeah. I watched a bunch of the games.
What do you watch? You watch it like a sports bar kind of thing?
No, nobody watches. Nobody knows rugby here.
Dude, I
Nobody.
pass this bar all the time, and it's like I think my wife was saying it's like a South African bar.
What? Really?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of the crew members from like the boats and stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot of South Africans in boating.
Because we passed by. I was like, why are these people like it was like the middle of the day, and you can tell people were watching some game, but I couldn't think of a game that was on. And then I thought about the Rugby World Cup. So they're definitely out there, man. You gotta
That's
send me
cool.
some gear though so I can fit in.
You got a what?
Send me some gear, man, so I can
Somebody gave me my jersey. That jersey's like hard. I don't know how that.
Ruthless.
Like it gave me a vintage jersey. That jersey I wore the last episode.
Springboks, man, and be a bandwagoner. You said they're
Go in there and root for them.
Nah, man, I need a jersey.
But yeah, the Springboks are just they're playing. They're coached so well. They changed at halftime. They changed their team. They put in the second team, and that won them the game. Like they almost all the starters came out, and the whole second team came in. Could you imagine that? Like if in the World Cup, France took their first team out and put the second team in, and then the second team won it. That's how crazy. South Africa is deep. Their team is the deepest. All their players are so good, but they're differently good. It's just incredible. They're all different. They play a different style. You could just watch the game turn. The style for South Africa went from they were playing one style of rugby to another style of rugby.
I'm gonna watch this weekend so I can actually talk about
this. It was one of the best sports games I've seen in a long time.
I'm not a captain. 3:00.
Yeah, it should be good. The last finals versus England and South Africa was great. It was incredible. Low scoring, but great. I think it's going to be a dogfight again. I think South Africa win, but I think it'll be close.
What should I watch for? Like, what should I look for? Seriously, I've never watched a game in my life. Come on now, give me a run.
Hold on, I'll show you.
You got 30 seconds to make me a rugby fan.
So, all right. So say this is the ball. If you've got the ball like this, it's called a maul. You're going to hear two terms: a ruck, and a maul. Hold on. A maul is when the ball's in the air, and they're just like pushing each other back and forth. But the ball's in the air.
Words, man. Too many words. Pretend I'm like a 2-year-old. Too many words.
Maul and ruck.
Okay.
Right now we're talking about maul.
Maul. I'm maul.
Okay. I go to tackle you. You got the ball. but then we. That's funny. But say they hit each other. But they're going against each other and they're pushing back and forth. That's a maul.
Hey, but it's gonna be like you falling off that paddleboard.
Yeah. But then when you go to the ground, say if I tackle you and you go to the ground, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the ball and you're gonna push it back this way and put it on the ground. But somebody's gonna come over top of me, and they have to come over top of me, or it's offsides. If you come around like the edge, you have to come over top of me, and they're gonna try to grab that ball off of you. Then when those guys hit each other when the ball's on the ground, that's called a ruck.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
when the ball goes out of bounds, that's when you see them do the throw in like soccer. and pick each other up.
So are all they're really doing, like what it looks like, if somebody has the ball, they're basically kind of like lateraling the ball, and so they're just trying to score.
Yeah.
And so when the ball happens, that's when there's like a change of possession.
When what happens?
The maul.
When there's a change of possession, if one, you like fumble it. So say I fumble it, or say you pass it to me backwards, and I try to catch it, but I drop it and it goes forwards. That's called a knock on, and that's a turnover.
Okay.
You have to catch it like this forward. But if you dropped it and it was going backwards, then it's not a knock on. But if you bobble it forwards, it's a knock on, and that's a turnover. A knock on is a turnover.
I gotta watch this.
Yeah, that's how you turn the ball over, really. Or if, like I said, if they come over and they rip it off the ground from you, or you could like intercept it. You could intercept the pass. So it's a lot like football in that way.
Perfect. All right, man. I'm watching rugby this weekend. New fan. Go Springboks.
The Springboks are exciting. All their players are exciting. They're all interesting. It's just that
lose. If they lose, I only fuck with winners. They lose, man. I'm all Blacks.
You could go. Don't root for the All Blacks.
Why not?
I don't.
It's like root for the Yankees.
Yeah, I can't.
Or the Lakers.
I don't like them.
Man, or the Golden State Warriors or the Patriots. Nah, man. A Panthers fan and Hornets fan is no longer. I have no room for any losers. Okay.
Who's your basketball team now?
Miami Heat. You remember that D-Wade jersey last week, man? The Hornets. I still like them, but I have nothing to root for. We don't make the playoffs, so the Miami Heat. I live down here, but that's it. I can't pull for any more trash teams, man. I have no patience for that.
How about your Dolphins down there? They're doing good.
Not yet, man. I feel like too much of a bandwagoner because they're like new money good. They're not even like they don't want anything, and until they start, you know what I mean. I can't just jump on their bandwagon yet, but I can go to the games and they're on TV a lot. I like Tyreek Hill, so we'll see what happens.
I would root for the Dolphins. Probably be a team I root. I still think Mahomes is. I'm gonna say this, and people disagree with me. I think Mahomes is better than Brady already.
Save this one for next week because we're out of time.